Hello, I'm back again and welcome. I think you had a break and you are more than happy to progress with your learning in this web training. So now, in the first part of this, we learn how to create a web page, a page. So the page we created was named Roman Training. So in our page that we created, we put a title called First Training. Under the title, we created a paragraph. So the paragraph is there. Now what I'm going to do is to publish my page, because what we have done is just creating something that is sitting inside our computer. It's not going anywhere else until we publish. But before we publish this page, we need to preview it and we need to be happy with what we have done. To preview our page, there's a preview button here on the top right top hand corner. If I click preview, that is how the page will appear live on the internet. During preview now, all the options that you were seeing in the live website will be available. For instance, if I bring my mouse now to every sort of page here, you see that the mouse again becomes like a hand. So it shows that there are pages hidden. There's something hidden behind all this. But this first training will not show that because it is not a page. It is not a hyperlink. It's just a text like that. So now what I'm going to do is to publish my page. If I click on publish, actually this is the desktop view of the website, which means that visitor using the website, using the computer, a normal computer like a desktop or a laptop, will be able to view the website as it is. But people will be visiting the website and seeing a tablet, for instance. There's a tablet view here. You will click there, it shows the tablet view of the website. This is how somebody using the tablet will see the website. In this instance, for example, the navigation bar is here. So you go there, you'll be seeing that all the pages are there. That's how they'll be able to access the pages on their tablet. Now, somebody using a mobile phone, for instance, I've got a mobile view of the website. If you click there, it shows the mobile phone view. And once again, your navigation bar to access it is there. It shows you all the title, all the pages that we've created. And again, you can see our page Roman that we've created today there. Now, if I put back on the tablet view, and I'm happy that what I've done is what I really want to see, then I can publish my website. If I hit the publish button just here, it will take a few seconds only, and yes, only a few seconds, depend on your internet speed, and your website is published. So it says, congratulations, you have successfully published your website. If you don't receive this message, please, you haven't published the website. The website is still sitting inside the web builder and nobody will be able to see it. Now, we're going to close this one now because our website is live view. Anyone in the world now can access this website and they will see that today there was a new page that was created. Now, at this point, I'm going to go back to the editor where we can re-edit the website. Is to go back to the editor that is in your left-hand side here. If I click back to editor, what I'm going to do now is to insert a new page on the website. And the page that I'm going to be inserting at this time is a contact page. Contact page, as I showed you at the beginning, will help us to collect information from people who visit our website. If I go to page setting, I should be able to add a new page. As we all know, if I just go up there on the blue add page, that click there, that is open for me to add a new page. So we're adding a page now called Roman Contact. So you can type it there. Roman Contact is there. So we can decide now whether we want the page to be a sub page, If you want to be a subpage of any page, like the COVID page that we saw earlier, you just click on this button here, drop down arrow, and you select a page that you want it to be. If I put a page here, it will be a subpage of that page, which means that you will have to hover your mouse on top of the first page before you can see this. But I don't want it to be a subpage. I want it to be an independent page. So you can see here we have this box here. If we tick this box, we mean that we are hiding that page from the navigation bar. Our visitor will not be able to see this page on the navigation bar. So we're not going to hide it. I'm going to show you how the page can be hidden and how people can view the page, a hidden page. Now, we're not going to hide our page. We're going to leave it as a page, a standalone page on the website. Now, we can also choose to have it a full width page, left side bar page where we can put information on the left and put like the form on the right, or a sidebar right where the form can be at the right, at the left, and then the information put on the right. So if we're happy of the type of page that we've chosen, we can save it, or if we are not happy, we can cancel. Let's say we are happy with what we have done. So we just click save. If we save now, this is a form that is open for us for editing. So if you look, if I click anywhere on this window now, the editing panel will disappear. And then we see here now, a new page is being added on the website now called Romain Contact. Our navigation bar now has shown as has changed to insert two different pages. The Romain Contact page is here and the Romain training page is there. Now, what I'm going to do, the computer by default will put it contact us or name and all this information there. They are all available for editing. That's why if I bring my mouse on top of each of them, I can click there and change it. Any of them, I should be able to change all these things. So now on the page, on the form, I can give a title on the form, what sort of information I want to put on this form. So I can call this form, for instance, joining CNA. Let's say join CNA UK. Join CNA UK. So member who visit our form will see here the form. Our website will see the form they want to fill if you want to join our association. So now I can edit with all this white window you are seeing here. They are called fields, and the fields are where you're collecting information. By default, our application has got 1, 2, 3 fields, and there's a submit button there. All this you can redesign it to suit your needs. And also at the right hand side of your field, you have this panel where you can put some paragraph here or to explain to your visitors what sort of information or any thing you want to collect from them while they are filling the form to contact us. Now, I'm going to edit the contact us. If I bring my mouse here and I click on the contact name, you see that small window that appeared there is a bit different from the one we were seeing earlier. This is a bit different from what we were seeing earlier. That was showing like Microsoft type thing where you can edit, bold, and underline. But this is about setting your form. If I click on the setting button there, that button that maybe in your phone, your mobile phone, you have that button, it's called the setting button. If you click conventionally, if you click that button there, then your page is now open to editing again. Your form is another form of editing your form. There, it was saying name there. Do I really want that to be a name? That's fine. If you want to collect people's name, then you leave it there like that. Do you want to collect people's address? Then you leave it there. It says addresses. And do you want to collect some messages or from people, then you can leave that one like that. Now, we're going to go through all this one by one. How do I change all this to look at, to be exactly what I want? It says here name. I may want people to put like first name or last name. So I'm going to edit this as well. So if I go to the pen that is here and click on the pen, that is open for me. On the pen there, when it's open, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 window there, and then there's a tick box that is here. I'm going to explain that to you. On the first, it says type. Do not do anything on the type. What are you trying to change here? Is the type means that the type of information you're collecting, the sort of information you're collecting on that particular field. What you need to change is a box called label, the label, yeah. You need to change the label to what you want to collect from people. On the label now, I'm going to, rather than saying only name, I'm going to say, for instance, surname, and then and just leave it like that. On the if you see here, make this a required field. How do I make a required field? If you look at the name on this thing here, you will see that some of them are made there are stars on some of these form. So every time there's a star, it shows that, it tells you that that information is compulsory. If the person does not fill that part of information, then they can't submit their form. So whether the information is compulsory or not compulsory, it depends on you. Or all you have to do is to tick or untick this box. By default, this box is being ticked now, so that information, when people are filling this form, they need to put their surname. If they don't put their surname, then that information will not go through. So if I click on apply here, you will see that the part says name has been changed now to surname. I apply, then you see that that field called name is now changed to surname. I'm going to want people now to put their name as well, their first name as well. So I'm going to add another field. I'm going to add a new field. And then if I click on add a new field, I need to decide what sort of field I want to add. Is it a text? The text just like the one that we've entered before, but be aware that there are text and long text. Long text means they can insert in a paragraph, but with text only, the number of letter or word that you can insert there is limited. Just a number or name or surname, but you can add more information. If you add too much information that address you on all sorts of things, you can go for text, for long text. But for the moment, because I only want people to give their first name, I'm going to use the text. I'm going to click text, and then what I said, like the previous one, the only thing on this window that you want to change is the label. You change the label to surname because that's what they're going to be seeing. You put that one to first name because we already have one field for the surname. So we have first name there now, and I'm going to scroll this up again to decide whether I want this to be compulsory or not compulsory. I want everybody who fill the application form, for instance, to give his first name. So I'm going to tick here. I'm going to put a tick there to make that field compulsory. And then if I'm happy with it, and then I'm going to apply. So on my form now, I'm asking people to give their name and their first name. But you can see that the gap between the first name and the name is too wide. Or normally on forms, you will see that they are in the same place. So to make them in the same place, if I bring my mouse here, they became like a cross. If I bring a cross there, I click on that rotary line there, and I can move it up or down. I move my first name up, and I drop it there. If I drop my first name there, you can see now that my form is now being rearranged. Even here is being rearranged. I have the surname, and after the surname, I have the first name, and then I have the email. I may also want people to give, for instance, their telephone number. So what I'm going to do now is add another field. If I click on add a new field, I click there. What I want is the telephone number, and this is easy for you. Then I'm just clicking there, click there, it's a telephone number. The label is already there, so I don't have to change anything, but I might want it to make it compulsory. If I don't tick this box, the form will go whether the person give their telephone number or not. But I want people definitely to give their telephone number, so I'm going to make it compulsory. So whoever filled the form should give their telephone number. Then if I apply, you can see the telephone number. Every field that you add goes to the last one, but you have to organize it to the way that is easy for people to do, even make it sense for you. So I'm going to bring my mouse there and bring it up a little bit more on the first name. So when people give their name, their surname, their first name, and the phone number, they can give their email, and it's all compulsory. Let us create a field that is not probably compulsory so we can see the difference. So what can I be asking, for instance? Let's say I'm going to add a field where I want people to decide whether they are male or female. This is not compulsory for my application form. For instance, I can put a text there, and then I make it, let's say, a short text. I'm going to make a short text there, and I'm going to say, change the label. Rather than leaving it text, I'm going to put here gender. People, and it's not compulsory for people to declare their gender for me, and I will just apply there. So is that position, if I'm happy with that position, I'll just leave it there, or if I'm not happy, I can move it to any of these in between there or everywhere there in the form. I'll just apply it. Now, if we asking for people to give, for instance, their addresses, then we can use a long text. Long text is where people can give more information. So if I add a field, there's a field here already, we can still add the field, or we can just go to this one, the same message. We go to this one, we just edit this one here, message. Yeah. So it's already there. People can leave a message to you, like address. Rather than leaving it for message, I'm going to change it to address, for instance, just to show how you can change. Rather than leaving their message, you can put it address. So all of them are editable. Address. And also, I want people to make sure that everybody who fill the application form give his address. So there's a good thing here that sometimes they will help you with the spelling, so you need to be watching that as well. So I'm going to apply now. So people will be giving their email, their addresses, their gender will be declared. Now, rather than, for instance, saying gender or this, I'm going to put in another type of field here. I'm going to add another field, which this one, I can use a drop-down button here rather than people declare saying on the form male or female. I'm going to just ask them, make it simple for them just to have an option where they can choose. In that case, I'm going to use a drop-down list. So if I click a drop-down here, now I have two options. I have two options here for the moment. On the options, rather than saying drop down there, the label is what you remember. The label is what you want people to read. That's what they're going to read. You can't leave it drop down list. It wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to change that drop down list to, for instance, says let's say gender again. Let's just say gender, just for the purpose of this training. And then also on the option here, there are different options here. You need to decide your options. First option, don't leave it option, because people will be seeing option on our website. Let's say the first option, for instance, will be male. People can tell whether they are male. On the second option, they can decide whether they are female. Or you can add more options. The other option I can add, for instance, you can put not stated, or people may not want to declare it, or what, depend you want to put there. People may not want to declare their gender. That's fine. It's up to them. Then you decide that everybody who fill the form should give their genders. If that's the case, then you make the gender field compulsory, and then you apply. So that is your gender. We've done the gender, two types of gender here, where people can fill the form in a text, just say male, or they have the option to, but you can't put the two of them anyway, just for the purpose of training. Or we can, you can go through a drop-down list and choose what gender apply to you, or if you want, you don't want to declare your gender. Another thing I'm going to add now is that, let's say, for instance, we are selling tickets for our association. We have a gala. We have two different sort of a ticket. We have normally we have, as you know, we have VIP, and we have non-VIP or standard. So I'm going to also use other field that may apply to us to do that. I can add a field here. Can add the field to help me to that, collect those sort of information once say my ticket. So now I have, rather than using drop-down links, I can use the check boxes. So if I use check boxes, so these now give me other options, just like the drop-down list. They give you check options, but also you don't have to leave here check boxes. You need to change check boxes to what you want to do. So we can put here, we are selling ticket. Remember, select your ticket from the list below. So you ask a member now, you have two types of ticket. You have the first ticket, that is standard. You have a standard ticket, standard, and you have a VIP, for instance. Standard, you have VIP. Even you can create another option where you have couple, for instance. Let's make it nice. Put it couple. Yeah. So now everybody buying ticket from me, I need to know what sort of ticket they want to buy, and then I need to make it compulsory for them. So I can also say standard and put the price, make it easy like that. Standard, which is standard, let's say our ticket is, the standard ticket is £200. The VIP is, just for an example, the VIP ticket, so VIP ticket is £500, where a couple will pay their ticket maybe £600. Just one example. $600. And then you make it compulsory. And what this means is that if somebody want to purchase a ticket, if they don't make a choice on the type of ticket they want to buy, then they can't, the application, the full application form will not go. So you can apply now. Right. So the form is being built now to collect so many sort of information there. And then you can look at the form, and if you are happy with your form, then you you can say done if you are happy with all the information. You have surname, first name, phone, email, addresses, gender, and that one. Select all these things that you want to do. So if you are happy with them, then you can click done, or if you are not happy, you say reset. If you reset, all the information you queue in will be deleted and your form will go back to the initial one that you've seen. So now, if you are not happy at any point with any field that you've inserted or that was there before, there's a delete button there for every field, and you can delete the button where you want it. So now you're going to say done to save your form. So now this is what is going to appear on the website, where you have a form where people can give all this sort of information. Again, at this point, I might say, oh, I didn't insert certain thing on my form. I want to put some more information. Go where it says contact, there, and click on that button there. And then you have the setting button here. Click on the setting button, and then you come here. Well, very important here, something that we didn't do was to decide who is going to receive this form. People come on the form and fill the form, and then how the form is going to be processed. We then have to decide where the form is going to go. Now, the form, to make a decision as to where the form is going to go, you're going to go up here to the setting, to form setting here. If you click there, then it says here where the form is going to go. Send an email. By default, you can see there my email is there, but you need to put your email wherever you want to type the email there for the form to go. Or the submit button that we've seen, is it send? You can put send or submit. If you have put send, then when they fill the application form, they can click on that button that says send, and their form will be submitted. After submitting the form, they will want our visitor may want to know, oh, did my form go through? I'm not sure whether my form has gone through. Then you put a message here. You will decide. By default, it says thank you, your message was sent. But you can say thank you, your message was sent successfully. We will get back to you. We will get back. We'll get back to you within 24 hours. Within 24 hours. So that's the message we're leaving for people who fill the application form. So when they fill the application form now, you're happy that you know who's going to receive the form. You're happy that there's a acknowledgement message there. You're happy that you want to ask them to submit their form instead. Do not click here. If you click here, you reset your form unless you want to reset it. Or at this point now, you can say done. Your form is still sitting inside our computer. And then also here, you can put a little description here to say, to talk about your association and to talk about the gala or to talk about anything. Let's say here, our gala will be on the 28th December 2020. You can put the address, 18 Lock Street. Let us put it like that. Lock Street, London. This is our, this is the place where our gala is there. We put the address there, or you can put any sort of information that you want to collect there, or you can say here, if you are having you need help completing this application, please ring the CNA help line on this number, blah 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 blah, and also or send an email to info@camnersisuk.org. Now that is where the form is now done, ready. We can leave it there. Yeah. Rather than saying join CNA, let us call our form Gala 2020 Gala. Gala. You can change the font, the size of the writing at any time. Yeah, to leave it there like that. And then you scroll, you can check your form now to make sure that every part of the form is exactly what you want. You wanted a drop-down list, check there. Yeah, you wanted all this information. Yeah, then are you happy with the form? If you are happy with the form, at this point, you can save the form. There's an option to save the form and continue your form later on. Or you can preview the form. By previewing the form, it acts exactly as the way it should when it is live on the website. To preview my form, I'm going to go here now and check that all the information are working exactly the way I want it to be. So the first name, I can put my first name, my name there, first name, Romain. My telephone number by default is all filled there in the and my address as well, the computer had, because I've done it so many times, and that's the silly part of the computer, that today they save your information and then they recognize them and put them everywhere. Now, so we decided on this farm that people are going to be writing male or female. So I'm going to write there male. So if not, we had another option here where people, that wasn't compulsory, we can just leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that, so to show. And then here, we still have gender here where male people can come and change. If you go to the drop-down list now, you have options. You can change to male or to female. It's up to you. You can change to female or you can change to male. And then if the person select your ticket from the list below, the person comes there, you want VIP ticket, so you need to decide whether it's a VIP ticket. Then you tick there. One of them is enough. You don't have to tick all of them, because, and then you can put another field to act to force them to give you how many tickets they want. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, numbers? So, and then you do it. So now you are happy, and then I'm going to test it. It is working. On preview with the form, you need to check that your form is actually working. So we decided that we're going to have in the submit button, we're going to submit the form and see if it's working. We submit the form and wait. So while submitting the form, this says there's an error. There was an error. Please try again. So there must be a problem on the form, maybe because we didn't fill a part of the form, or we have not actually decided where the form is going. So this tells us that something is not correct in our form. Then we need to go back to the builder. We need to go back to the builder and go back to the form and make sure that every part of the form is completed, especially the if I go to here, click there and go to the form setting here. Did I enter an address here? Especially this cause most problem. Yeah. So yeah, it's all done there. The reason why it didn't go through was that the form, the form was not published. So what I'm going to do now is to publish. I preview the form and I'm going to publish the form. So I'm going to publish my form. It says, congratulations, my form is published. So I'm going to preview the form now. If I preview the form, it shows there like that. I want to fill the form because somebody comes there and fill the form automatically. If with me, it will pull all information. See, then I'm choosing at this time a couple and then decide whether it's a male or female that is being changed or decided by there. So otherwise I will change the one that suit me. If I don't want to state, I stay not stated. And then that is not compulsory. There's no star there. There's no star here. It's not compulsory. So my form can still go through. So this point now, I'll submit my form. And then you see the form goes through now. The reason it didn't go through before was that the form was not published. So it goes through now. You can now tell you your message was sent successfully. We'll get back to you within 24 hours. Remember, we put all this information and we could edit it the way we want. Now, we set that the form will be sent to somebody. So I'm going to check that, oh, has the form gone through the person that was meant to be receiving the form? So in that purpose, I need to come off the CNA web builder and then go into my personal email because I decided that the mail was going to be sent to me. And if I open my email, I'm going to make it a bit wider. So if I go to my email now, this is my mailbox. My mailbox has got a filter. It will have a filter. More than likely, anything to do with attachment, because the form will be sent in the form of an attachment, it will be sent to a junk mail. So whoever will be in charge of receiving mailbox, all this will be checking their junk mail. If I check my junk mail, it says here a contact form Vistaprint. So a contact submission has been sent to me. So what I do, I double click there and I can see this is the application form that, hey there, that is the application form that we have completed. That's my name, all the information. Yeah. I didn't state my gender, as you remember. Select your ticket. I choose a couple. Yeah, that's where yeah. So thanks, all this information is for me now to be viewed. So that is now the form, how to create a form, how to edit the form, and then we're going to stop this at this point now to see other option of the website that can be done. So